Oh, there. So yeah, man. Today, I listened to this podcast, bro. It's from Steve, uh, Diary of a CEO. Fuck, man. Like, it just amazes me, how it's so easy. Like, I'm in an age that to win, to win at like a business and even at life, it, it it has never been easier because everything is out there. They were talking about, like how would they start a new business, and then in this video, there were Alex Hermosi, Cody Sanchez, and other guy. I think his name is Daniel or something like that. Like all of them, super successful, you know. And they were talking about how they would do the mistakes they did in the past, like how to think through these things, like what to do with the money, and like the terminologies and these how it works, how it worked the processes. And I was like, fuck, man. Like with that, like there's no way, man, that I can win. Like if I didn't know English, I would be fucked. Like that. Now I'm seeing like how valuable learning English was for me. Like it's still being very valuable. That's that's why I'm daily doing this. Like recording videos in English, also writing. I'm writing a lot. And I just downloaded this app that it corrects it corrects the grammar mistakes. No, and like now I see like this is a really fucking valuable skill. Because it's all about skills. Like there was this game. He gave like 1,000, 10,000, and $100,000 to each. And like the funny thing is that like none of them even touched the money, because it, it was all about skills. They would just do what they know, and that's it. And they will monetize based on that, like, because of that. Because of their skills. Like, and the money would be more like just in the case of the 100Ks, the 100,000, that would be more like to make a partnership, like as like collateral, something like that. And I was like, fuck, man, all this knowledge. And then because I'm learning a lot of shit, a lot of interesting topics, especially now about business. And it's just that it takes time. The the gap between what I know and like where I am in terms of like material possessions and like money making, like cash flow, like it's huge. But it's a part of the process. And like it's not only like you listen to the knowledge once and then like you mastered. No. I'm just like consuming, so I have to start applying this, and this is gonna take time. But still, if I didn't have all this information, all this knowledge, all this data, I would be way behind, way behind. I saw this. I watched this video, this short of Alex. Like if you're in the U.S., like you're already 5 years ahead. And then I saw some comments, like, from Nigeria, I'm 500, 500 years ahead. Like, I'm from Brazil, so, like, we are also, like, behind. I don't know how many years, but, and, like, that's the beauty of it, because I'm going to start, like, running ads, and of course, I'm going to use the things of Alex, like, especially the books, and thankfully, I got all the books. The lunch book, I didn't get that one, but besides that, like all the books. So now it comes, to study, it's one thing, but like to start applying, it's another. For example, I created like my first offer, but like for now, like it doesn't make sense for me to learn the fulfillment because it's gonna take time because I my main constraint now is cash flow, so I must make money. So with the money, I can buy the notebook, and then with the notebook, I can actually start building my AI automations. So it's all a matter of like what's the priority right now. The priority is to make money. That's the constraint of the business. Even though like there's no like business like I'm gonna create a business and like I'm treating this as a business, like life and business is very similar in a lot of ways. So like that's the main constraint now. So I'm gonna handle that first. So that changed all my study routine because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna now I'm gonna study the book of leads, but only the section about ads. And then there's the uh, what's the name of it? Is the not money models, but those books that he released during the launch of his last book, you know, from money models. I think it's the $100 million edition, something like that. Because then, like, it's books. They're more concise, and they focus on like one specific topic. And then there's hooks, there's ads, there is pricing, there's retention, there's lead nurture that I have to know that because like the tool that I'm gonna build is well speech lead follow up and lead nurture because not all leads are qualified. So if they're not qualified, there must be a process there, to keep the lead engaged. So there's a lot of that, and like my like what I want, like what I wish is to just go for all of that, like and like consume all the books, but that's emotional. I must be logical here. So for and like it's important as well. Like I'm gonna use all of it. So like for now, the main constraint is the money. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run ads. So running ads, I'm gonna sell more with the 95 that I am right now. And then with that, like making more money, first of all, that's gonna allow me to breathe better, because I'm like, oh fuck, man, like because I spent like 1 year, just trying to make things work out, learning and like learning, not learning, and like that was it. But now that I have, because the 95 is to feed the present, and then like the the 5 to 9 is to feel the future. But that's pretty much the strategy for now because um it's quarterly, 4 months, 4 months, month, month, 4 months. Um, so like January, February, March, and April. I'm gonna focus completely on making money, like with the 95 because that's the only source that I have right now. And like even if let's say that I was already with the notebook and already with all the tools, it's still there's the time like there's the time of learning. I must learn fulfillment. And then like once I learn from fulfillment and like really nail, with my demos and like my first simulations, then there is the period of getting proof. So it's Alex, he recommended like 10 testimonials. So this is gonna take time, and like chances are I'm not gonna make money, or if I'm gonna make money, it's not gonna be much. So there's that as well. So let's say I take like 2 months, like one month and a half, 2 months to learn the fulfillment due to my constraints with time. And then, like, let's say I know, like, I'm still gonna make a lot of mistakes. I'm gonna suck at it because I don't like. It's the first time. Then there is a time of doing the outreach. It's gonna be called outreach. Doing the outreach, and then like doing the outreach, I'm gonna do cold calling. That's what I know, and email. Yeah, probably I'm gonna run some emails as well. Like the I'm not gonna run ads for now because like it's just testing. I'm just testing, and then doing the cold call is gonna take time and it's not gonna be as fast. So there's that, and then like once I get the first clients, it's 10 testimonials. That's gonna take time, and then after that, then I'm gonna build the website and then start charging for the service. So this is gonna be more like I assume like 4 months, 4 or 5 months. So and that 4 months is like once I have the notebook and like I assume that I'm gonna get the notebook by the end of March, probably end of March, beginning of April. So then there's more 4 to 5 months of all this process, learning the fulfillment, delivering the service for free to get proof, and then start actually going about it to get the paying customers. So all of that, I would say 5 to 6 months. So and then like and then like there's a lot of things that I'm not seeing, but there's close rate, there's my skills and my ability, and there's a lot of other things, but it's gonna take a time. But that's the part of the game, and like it all starts from now. It starts from now. So that's why I'm trying to speed up the process. Focusing on making money because like if I make money, like let's say because let's put in dollars, but if I make like $2,000 with the 95, no, that would be like 10, 11K in my currency, BRL. If I make that, like that already saves a lot of time because then I can already buy the notebook. I have the budget to run ads, and even though I'm not gonna run ads actually, yeah, I'm not gonna run ads in the beginning, but I'll have the money to buy the notebook and like some tools and you know maybe some communities like to just learn as fast as possible. So there's all of that. And it's not gonna be easy. And there's other things. For example, I want to move out. I need to move out. You know, uh, like I was, like I am planning to move out with my friend, but I don't know. I'm skeptical. I rather I I rather I prefer to be skeptical. I prefer to be skeptical rather than naive. So there's that, you know. And so like I'm planning like to do this by myself. Like all the plan was by myself. Like there's like this one colleague, and then like he said that he would do like I don't know like by the end of no by the beginning of December like last year by the beginning of December I'm gonna pay the community, and then like the day comes, the day arrived. He said no, it's gonna be next week, and then like when it was about to go next week, and then no, it's gonna be by the end of the month. Like he did that, like it's just I can trust, man. Like there's no value into their words, and I hate that shit. Like I really do. Like I hate dishonest, no, disingenuousness. Like it's like it's pathetic. Like you're not a man. Like fuck, man. Like you don't. Shit, I can. I really can conceive that shit, you know. So and like, actually, I've always been like naive, you know, like always trusting people, like with just trusting, you know, like without any type of qualifications before, just trusting people without analyzing if this person is worth of being trusted, you know. Like that, well, that I learned the hard way. Like now, I'm just like I always consider the worst. You know, always this is not gonna work. This person is not trustworthy. And actually, that's doing a great service for me. You know, so I'm gonna keep that. You know, so for example, he said he would come by here today, and then like he just sent me an audio like, oh man, I drink and I can't. You know, I said no, actually, that was worse. You know, because he said if he had said that he wouldn't be able, no, I can't. I just can't go today. Okay, okay, right? But he said, no, man, but I'm gonna find a way and I'm gonna go there. Didn't come. Didn't come, you know? So, like, that makes me, like, trusting his word less, you know? That's why, like, the only guy that I can trust is me, you know? That's the only guy that I can really trust, you know? To do this shit. I have to hold myself accountable. And like it's by doing these videos, it's by like writing. And yeah, I'm getting used to it. But actually, I think I like can say that I turn on the drive and on the all the like this mode of it's not monk mode, but like this thing of like this what's the word, frenzy frenzy, like all this berserk. Ooh, I love berserk, man. Such a great. Oh man, I love that manga, man. Oh shit, I love that. But I activate this berserk mode was more like probably September, like the beginning of September. I was fat. I was completely fat, broke. You know, I was like, fuck, man, I must change. And like, it was because of sales. That's the funny part. I was I was watching this video of Alex, explaining his framework, and then like he said about the um, it's not dilemma, it's the what's the word? The fallacy of when I have X, I'll do Y. Like it's a lie. Because you don't need one to do the other. You just do. And like I was no, I'm gonna start training. Like eating properly once I have the money. Like me getting in shape and money is not directly correlated, you know. And then I just said, yeah, I'm just bullshitting myself. And then I start training, eating less, and I'm getting results. Not perfect, but it's better. Like if I didn't have made this decision, I would be like way fatter, way like like disgusting and like unhealthy as well. Like that was a decision that I made. Like 1 year. It's been 1 year. With sales, I started in May, and like I really, went berserk. Like I started like all this, I can say like winner mode. Yeah, this winner mode, like the beginning of September, like October, like my mind was starting to change, and yeah, I know that by the end of October, like November, I was already, getting in the zone. And like now I'm completely in the zone. I know what matters, I know what I'm gonna do, I know my constraints, and it's not gonna be easy, but I'm I'm willing to that. Like this pain, like this suffering, I'm completely willing to tolerate because I know the rewards of that. If I just chose the safe path, like I wouldn't like forgive myself. I would be just like miserable. I would get by the end of my life and I would look back and I would think like shit. I had all this potential and I just wasted with nothing. That's my fear. Remember that. I remember once, like I was still like misguided and like sad because of the girl. That the first kind of relationship that I had, uh, and like didn't work out. And then I was talking with this colleague of the time, and he said, "Yeah, man, like, are you like, do you want it to be like this next year?" And I was like, "Fuck, like 1 year? No, I can't let that happen." Like that really shook me a little, like in a good way. I'm like, no, man, I don't wanna, you know, 1 year, fuck that, no. And like now, like when things are hard, like this is a good thing that I have to remind myself. If I give like because I was thinking that even during the 1 year, like especially about May, because I think around like August, no September, no August September, because I started in May, I got the first offering in August, and like I barely make like the first money that I made with sales, I didn't even know. I didn't even like cheer. Like I, yeah, I didn't cheer. Like oh fuck, I got this. No, but I saw that it wouldn't be like it would take more time, and whew, I thought about giving up. But like the 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 thing that kept me going was like the value of despair, all that shit. Like if I stop now, what am I gonna do? I don't know. Like, and I don't wanna have to find out again because I know that fuck man, like was a pain in the ass to get into sales, like to improve my English, to learn sales, all that shit. Like me having to go through that all again? No, fuck no. I'm just gonna stick with this shit and figure it out. You know, like for me, it's the same thing right now. Like of course, like I just transition a little because I'm gonna build my business, but like even the business that I'm gonna build is follow up, is speech to lead, and like qualifications. Like it's basically a setter. I work as a setter, so it's like it's still sales. It's still sales. So like it's just like with that I can make more money. But yeah, man, prepare to this week, first week of the year. Let's crush it, man. It's not gonna be easy, but as long as I don't give up, I'm eventually I will win. That's the only thing that I know. I'm gonna fucking win this game because I'm not gonna fucking quit. I'm not gonna fucking give up. You know, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. So yeah, man. This one was a tough one, right? But things aren't gonna get easier. I'm gonna get stronger. That's it, man. Take care.